moments with loved ones, but it can also be the most stressful time of the year.
That's why you need the music.
Absolutely.
All right. Dr. Laura Saunders is a child psychologist at the Institute of Living. She's telling us 7 ways to manage family expectations during the holidays. So welcome to Free Therapy Wednesdays, everyone.
Hello, friends. Happy Wednesday. Happy Free Therapy Wednesday.
Happy Free Therapy Wednesday. How are you? It's good to see you.
I am well. And today we are going to talk about managing family expectations around the holiday. So I was listening to a podcast on the way into work this morning, and 1 in 4 families have some type of estrangement. That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
So I really want to help people manage expectations around family. You know, I've already done there are no Hallmark families, right? That's a myth. That all families are perfect and everyone's so in love with each other. Real life is much, much more hard work. So it starts with managing expectations. So we start with adjusting your attitude and having realistic expectations. If a relationship is strained, it won't be healed in one family holiday.
Okay.
Yeah, that's tough.
And then you say keep potentially upsetting topics off limits and set boundaries. What does that look like? How do you do that?
So, if someone approaches you and wants to talk, wants to get involved in politics or religion or last year it was like vaccines, like talking about vaccines became so politicized. And that's not a topic you're comfortable talking about, or that's not a topic that you feel like could create some heated emotional energy. You can set a boundary and say, I'm not comfortable talking about, I always make it as an I statement. I'm not comfortable talking about that. I'm happy to talk about other topics. Tell me how you are. Tell me one good thing that happened to you this week. So you set the boundary, and then you flip the script. You ask an open-ended, curious question. And if the person keeps coming back to it, you say, I'm going to take some space, go to the bathroom, get something to eat, get something to drink. So you exit this situation or scenario.
Now, the next one, I would think that, to get through with some of these people, you drink a little more, but you're saying don't drink too much.
So drinking more or alcohol consumption or any substance consumption actually can emotionally deregulate you.
Yes.
So you don't want to be drinking more. I mean, I know people are going to events and parties, and you're more likely to have what I call social oil.
I love it.
But when you do that, then you tend to lose a little bit more emotional control, and you tend to become disinhibited.
Yeah. And I think people, just because you are a psychologist, I want to bring this up. A lot of people with the stress and anxiety of the pandemic might be on some medications that they weren't on before. And people need to understand that whatever they did before, if they're now on a low dose of an antidepressant, alcohol can make things much worse, right?
Sure.
They're going to feel it more.
Yes. Medication, pretty much any medication, even an antibiotic, can be affected by alcohol and substances. So to please be careful when consuming alcohol. And my other concern is when people lose emotional control, they feel more guilt. So you're bringing in more negative emotions to your experience.
No good. All right, get active and get outside.
This I love. Just go for a walk.
Just go for a walk.
You don't even have to tell people why you're going. You just say, I got to go for my walk. I'm getting my steps in. And then you can vent.
Right. I mean, it could be during a party, during a gathering. Listen, I just need to take a walk outside. You walk around the house. I mean, it's a cold day today. You might not even want to walk around the whole block. But, you get out, you get a little, that brisk of fresh air, that cold air can be very emotionally sobering to sort of give you some time to regroup and then reset your emotional well-being and then re-enter a situation.
We only have a minute left, Doc.
But practicing gratitude is next. I know you talk a lot about this.
You talk a lot about gratitude. Find one thing each day to be grateful for.
Yep.
And really practice tolerance and acceptance. We're not going to change anyone else. The only thing that we have control over is ourselves and our own reactions. And it's very important for people to remember it's okay to say no.
Yep.
There are times where we need to focus on our own needs and our own family.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate
some
that.
Great advice. We're going to get a little deeper into how to handle these things on the Karis Cures podcast. So we invite you to watch on WFSB Plus, and also just download the podcast. Search for Karis Cures on your favorite platform, and we'll get into it. Thank you so much, Doc.
Happy and healthy holidays to all.
Yes,
to you
and
too.
to you too.